All right, Pokemon fans. Now, I know a lot of other channels and forums and whatnot have discussed the Masters 8 lineup, and just wanted to, throw my hat in the ring and give my 2 cents. Not a big fan of the lineup, give or take. Let's put it this way. We all know that in the end, even before the lineup was announced, Ash and Leon would be in the finals. There were rumors, oh, it's a round robin, or, maybe it's just like a tournament bracket. Maybe there'll be like a battle royale. Who's gonna make it to this round and whatnot. But no, it seems pretty straightforward. Kind of like, the World Martial Arts Tournament in the Dragon Ball series. There's going to be a particular lineup of matches. You're going to have the, quarterfinals, the semis, and then the finals. We're going to go from 8 to 4 to 2, and then the big winner. Round 1, Alon versus Leon. Alon, oh boy, what bad luck. Round 2, Diantha and Lance. And based on typing alone, you'd think that with Aurorus, who is a rock/ice type, and then a Mega Gardevoir, who is a fairy psychic type, Lance is going to be on the back foot. Honestly, I think Lance will win, only for the sake of giving fans a better matchup between him and Leon, because I still will not forgive the anime for having, it's Lance versus Leon to determine who is the best trainer in the world, and it's a 1v1. So maybe they'll get to battle again 3v3. I don't know. But then after that, you have round 3, which is Cynthia versus Iris, which is interesting in that, we did see these two have like a mentor-mentee thing going on during the Black and White series, but now to see these two standing literally on, look, I'm not saying Iris is as powerful as Cynthia, but seeing these two facing off as champions, is worthy of praise. And I feel like it's pretty obvious that Cynthia is going to win, because more people will want to see Iris not battle Ash again in the PWC and lose, compared to Ash finally winning over Cynthia, the champion of Sinnoh. I'm not going to lie, it would be one heck of a twist if we actually see Iris topple the Sinnoh champion. I'm not going to lie, I would not be able to believe it, but then again, I'm still wondering how the heck Ash is going to pull up, on Cynthia and win with his Journeys team. So it would be a twist. Not to mention, to be fair to Iris, we don't know if she's going to use a battle mechanic in the match like Dynamax or Z-Move or Mega Evolution. We know Cynthia is going to use Mega Garchomp, but we don't know what Iris is going to use. And if I'm not mistaken, she's the only one of the Masters 8 who I believe we don't know is using some form of a gimmick. Obviously, Leon has Gigantamax, Alon, Diantha, Cynthia, all have Mega Evolution. Lance, we've seen him Dynamax his Red Gyarados before. We don't know if he'll do it again or use another mechanic or Dynamax another Pokemon. Like I said, aside, 5 competitors, Mega Evolution users like Ash, Steven, Diantha, Cynthia, and Alon. But then Ash also has, Dynamax/Gigantamax and then Z-Move. So Iris, it would be interesting to see what she has up her sleeve. So, man. And then with Ash versus Steven, I think it's one of those, I don't think anybody saw it coming. I mean, these two have only interacted twice. Once in Hoenn, and but a whole lot of trouble. That was the Aron episode where they met each other. Steven used Aron and then his Aggron, and then they never met again until XYZ, where they saved the team Kalos region from Team Flare, and that was it. So there really doesn't seem to be a connection between these two, because the Masters 8, you would think there'd be some some meaningful battles between characters, but in this case we just have 2 of the most powerful Charizard users in the anime, being Leon and Alon. Lance and Diantha, who have nothing in common other than her ace being able to seemingly take down Lance's team, but I really hope that Lance wins. Iris and Cindy are the only pairing in this entire tournament that makes sense in terms of character development. Steven and Ash is kind of like, well, Ash beat Wallace off screen a few episodes ago, and he was the former champion of Hoenn, so he is a champion level trainer. So it's like, well, if Ash can beat Wallace, he could definitely beat Steven despite having a shiny mega Pokemon. So I think these pairings could have been a bit better. For example, I wouldn't have minded if we saw Ash versus Lance. Yeah, they know each other, but the thing is, it's like the protagonist defeating the Kanto / Johto champion or Elite Four champion, whatever they... I know he's a champion, but whatever. So it would have been cool because, to be honest, despite becoming champion of Alola, I think for me personally, I would have much rather seen Ash become champion of his home region, because that's how you can challenge and become a member of the Elite Four and then have the right to battle the champion of your region. But this tournament kind of outranks that, I suppose. So Ash fighting Lance would have been cool. Not to mention Cynthia, which you will see definitely, because I mean, I'm just saying though, we don't know. Iris might pull out a victory. I know some people are joking like, man, wouldn't it be crazy if Alon beat Leon? That would be insane. Like, some of these matchups I feel would be crazy if you know, things didn't go the way that they seem, because to be fair, the matchups were unexpected. I don't think anybody predicted this particular lineup. And I'm talking before promos were released where it showed like Metagross dodging a Thunderbolt, or, you know, we saw Mega Gardevoir launching Moonblast at a Dragonite, but we didn't know whose Dragonite it was because 3 of the competitors used Dragonite. It's interesting, and I really want to know what the thought process was here. And keep in mind, Ash isn't going to fight everybody, but some people thought that, oh, maybe we'll get that Alon rematch in round 1, but then again, Ash Greninja isn't coming back because Ash isn't using his reserve, so who cares if Mega Lucario beats Mega Charizard X Greninja? We need justice, so yeah. But Alon's going to lose to Leon, and I'm still... Look, I know that Diantha technically has the type advantage, but I would really love for Lance to win. He is using Dragonite, Hydreigon, and which has a major disadvantage against Mega Gardevoir. And then you have, I believe, his Red Gyarados, because in one of the promos we saw it launching, I think, a Dragon Pulse or something. So Lance might win. I would hate to see him lose, but I just wish he would win only for the sake of getting a proper battle with Leon, even though we know he's going to lose again. Yeah, but that would suck though for the first half of the bracket to be the champion and then the regional tournament champion or winner of Kalos both losing. But then you go over to Cynthia versus Iris, which okay, we know she's using Milotic and Mega Garchomp, and then you have Iris who's using Haxorus, and that's all we know of her in terms of her team. So I don't know what she's going to pull out there, but I do know that in the games, Mega Garchomp is slower, so maybe Iris will use that to her advantage. Who knows? But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I think the lineup could have been a bit better, but I don't know. It's just, there's only 8 characters, so there's only so much you can do, but who you would have thought that maybe Alon could have faced Diantha, and then it would have been, oh, Alon defeats Diantha and makes it to the second round, so he beat the champion of the region that he won the tournament for, proving that despite not being a champion himself, he belongs in the Masters 8. And then you could have had, let's say, Lance versus Iris, 2 dragon, you know, a dragon master and a dragon master in training, you know, going at it. Then Cynthia versus, I don't know, maybe Leon or Steven, I don't know, but I don't know, it's just, there's only so much you can do with 8 characters in these 1-round knockouts. So another question is, I could be wrong about this, I don't think that if you lose in the Masters 8 that you are out of the Masters 8, because you're fighting other trainers in that same level. So I know that Ash had to defeat one of the Masters 8 to become the Masters 8 participant, so I think that's how it works. So I mean, but then again, Flint faced Leon and he lost, so I'm still wondering how the heck he made it to the Masters 8. So there we go. All right. Again, I don't know all the rules. Maybe they'll define it properly when this episode comes out this week. So let me know your thoughts on the lineup and the matchups. I think some characters were done rather dirty, but that's just my opinion. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in the next one.